They are street artists struggling to make a living. They're tired of the city hassling them about where they can sell their items. So today they took their protests to City Hall. The I-Team's Matthew Schwartz was there with them.
Free expression! No oppression! Free expression! No oppression!
This has been the worst year ever. Absolutely. Everybody I know has been arrested and paintings have been taken.
No art, no freedom. No art, no freedom.
Right now, all my artwork are in boxes, like a coffin. I feel dead inside.
Art, yes, arrest, no. Art, yes, arrest, no.
I think artists should have the freedom to express themselves and to display their work any place they feel fit.
They are artists without a gallery. Their studios are the sidewalks of New York. But they say the city is putting its foot down and putting them out of business. The artists came to City Hall for a public hearing today, outraged over the fact that because they cannot get a vendor's license, they are being arrested and their works of art are being confiscated.
You have a license? You don't have a license?
The I-Team saw firsthand what's happening to artists throughout the city. Adam Borzastowski is selling his paintings on a midtown sidewalk when a plainclothes cop approaches.
You can't be selling without a license here.
I didn't realize I was tacked up.
No, your painting's going to be confiscated now.
You're going to take them away from me?
Think so?
Did I get them back?
No.
By law, because he doesn't have a vendor's license, Adam's paintings must be confiscated. He's told his works will eventually be auctioned off, and he's fighting back tears.
I went to college for illustration, and these are, you know, my works of art, and they're taking them away from me.
You didn't know about this law that you had to have a license?
No, I thought it was under the First Amendment.
Scenes like this led to today's hearing by City Council's Consumer Affairs Committee. The artists there believe selling their work should be considered a form of free speech, exempt from licensing. The committee chairwoman is Susan Alter.
The city requires licensing in general because we want to protect the welfare and the safety of the constituents as they walk down the street.
The statute is not acknowledging the rights of free expression of the artist.
Carol Novak represents several artists who have been arrested. They think they should be treated like booksellers who don't need licenses because they are protected under the First Amendment.
The courts have said there are different mediums of expression. Books are a separate medium, still a separate medium as upheld by the court than artists.
I have had my work confiscated by the police 10 times. I've been personally arrested 4 times.
Regardless of the constitutional argument is the fact that street artists cannot get licenses now because the city is at its limit of 853 non-food vendors' licenses, and there's a long waiting list. So the city is considering a compromise proposed by Councilwoman Catherine Freed.
Other cities have ways of not only certifying their artists, but providing them with spaces that they can actually safely vend in. And I would hope that we would look towards that.
Committee members agreed that some room has to be provided for street artists, perhaps in city parks. But Soho resident Catherine Ross was not as sympathetic. She says artists often block the sidewalk outside her home.
But it is inappropriate for people to think that they can come into a neighborhood and take away my rights.
While City Council might change the statute governing street artists, it doesn't figure to happen soon with a new administration taking over. That means fewer bargains for art lovers and more struggles for struggling artists.
I feel like I don't know, I'm really shaky. I'm upset, you know, what can I do?
They can't do anything except risk losing more artwork unless the law is changed. Matthew Schwartz, Channel 9 I-Team.
The City Council will talk to the Parks Department to see if some space can be opened up in the city's park system for the artists.